open it.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Hal now to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Commanders nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ritter back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Got a man, it's London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
2nd down. Howell now. Flush to his right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made back in his own.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Blue check. Check pink. Hut, hut.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation? And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. Well, this pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Ready, break. Fight, white. 6, mega. Rail. Mega. Ready.
Back to the ground with Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Back to throw, Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. 560. Smack red. Gone red. Green jack. Ready.
Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On third down, Robinson. And he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Howell going to go for it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to wind up working out just fine, as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Howell out of the shotgun. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
A 65-yard attempt.
It's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already.
Ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, here's Ritter. And a dump off here to Robinson. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's complete to Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ritter to throw it.
Commanders 21-yard line.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To the air again, it's Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Trouble 38. Red cycle. Blue striker. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now S1-Wk17 for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Falcons 28, Commanders nothing. S1-Wk17 to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's S1-Wk17 to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Howell's pass intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Robinson up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Shot, 17.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
3-3. 52 blaster. Set, go.
Ritter back to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yellow.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because
the ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they?
There he goes, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
And the Commanders' 1st down. 1st and 10.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Smith puts it off, and the Falcons force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, one team clearly was